Hey, so in my last video that I did, I was talking about how I'm putting together book 2 for my webcomic collection. Book 2 being a collection of my comics for the year of 2018 into 2019. It was kind of a big deal for me because my wife had just been told she is free and clear of the breast cancer she had learned about the year before. And I decided to take bigger swings and do more creative things, try to launch more creative ventures and go into business for myself. So that's the comic that I'm putting together. But the real thing is I'm getting ready to launch it on my own website. And I talked about that because Amazon deleted my account because I was sharing my comics. That's why I don't want people to dictate who can own my comics, what they can do with them. I am selling them directly on my site, and I want to have ownership of that. And I don't really ever want somebody to go, we decided you can't sell these anymore, and then they go away. And I don't want everybody just to have to change how they do things because they use things like Kindle or other app readers. I do have a lot of people who read my comics on Kindle because that is how I promoted it for years. So I want to go over sort of the technical hurdles, the way to make it so that it still works. So to start off simple, I am going to be offering my comic as PDF downloads. Now, PDF downloads are the easiest way to read the comic. There's really no point of entry. Everything you have probably already has something that can read it. So you download the PDF and you scroll through it and it's got all the comics that are on there. Simple, but there are drawbacks. One of the drawbacks is it's not really easy to bookmark where you left off, and with a 365-page book, that can be kind of annoying. And I'll get to how to cure that in just a second. Now, there is a second way to read the comic, and this is a CBZ format. Essentially what it is it's a zip file for comic books, which is CBZ, comic book zip file. And you can download that and you can use a specific comic reader to read the comic. The thing is that's really easy to do and most common on a laptop or some sort of desktop device. What if you want to read it on mobile? So I did some digging around and I found that there are apps on mobile devices for CBZ files if you want to download the high quality CBZ file, or if you already use a comic book reader. So like on my phone, which is an Android phone, there is an app called Comic Book Reader, which seems pretty self-explanatory. But there's also one for iPhone, and I assume it has a lowercase I in front of it, but I can't remember. iBook, maybe? I don't remember. But that's one way that you can read the CBZ file on your phone. Now again, going back to the PDF format, if you download the PDF, you can just open that up and scroll through it like a PDF file. That's another way to do it. But you run into the same problems, like not really easily being able to bookmark where you were. So I want to go over the next thing that you can do, and this also works for mobile and for laptop devices. So for those people who read my comic or have been reading my comic on the Kindle reader, or if they've gotten it from the Amazon store, you can still use that reader. You don't have to download a new app to read it. So if you download the PDF, one of the things you can do is download it on your laptop and then go to amazon.com/send to Kindle. And that's TO, not the number 2, like some sort of cool thing. Now, when you go there, you can upload the PDF to that into your Kindle library. And then what it will do is it will sync to the Kindle reader everywhere on the devices. That's right. Take that, Amazon. I found a way to get my comics on your service anyway. So now you have that in your library. It syncs up with wherever you read your Kindle, and you can bookmark your pages, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. You can double click to zoom in. You can scroll around. You can flip it page to page and read it like you would an ebook. So that's one way to go about it. And that works with any PDF, just so you know. Now, another way to do this too is for Android users. If you have the Google Play Books installed on your phone, which I want to say on Android devices, you probably do even though you don't know it. But if you go to play.google.com/books, that is where your books are located for your Google account. You can go to the top right on your laptop, click on upload file, upload that PDF there, and it's the same thing. You can then go to Playbooks, the app on your Android device, and you can read that there, and it syncs up and it turns like pages, and it has bookmarks and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to make sure that I covered every single base before I launch the new book next week. So let me know what other type of tablet or phone or e-reader or device or app you use to read your e-comic books, your other books like that. And I'm really hoping that this helped if you were kind of questioning, well, I don't really want to download a PDF. I just wanted to make sure that when I offer these books that it's kind of a flawless experience for people who are used to reading it on the Kindle or other devices. So let me know what one you use, or if you've ever used one of those CBZ readers before. I always get confused when I say CBZ, I want to say CBD, but that's an entirely different thing. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to go over that, and I'll talk to you next time. So long.